What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the BullRush Live podcast. My name is Davin Spurrier, and today is April 18th, and I just wanted to welcome all 59,952 beautiful traders on BullRush. We're almost at 60,000. Let's see if we can get to 60,000 by the end of this live stream. We have 1 hour to get to 60,000. Call up your friends, call up your grandma, call up your teachers, your neighbors, your dog, get anybody you can to sign up, because maybe I'll give out a special prize if we hit $60,000 or 60,000 traders on BullRush by the end of this live stream. We got 48 to go right now, so 48 people need to join BullRush while we're on this live stream. But we got a great show for you today. This is going to be the last show of April. I'm going to be gone for the next 2 weeks, so we'll be taking a small 2-week break from the BullRush live stream. But don't worry, we'll still be having weekly BullRush Academy videos, interviews, and different kinds of content pumping out for you throughout those 2 weeks. So you're not getting rid of me that easily. So you'll still have content, but just no live stream for the next 2 weeks. Today, we have some very cool things to talk about. Of course, we have updates on BullRush. We have some, I'll give you an update on who is winning the Creators Leaderboard, who's in the running, and who is going to get that share of $4,000 in prizes. We're also going to talk about some updates. We got some news that we're going to talk about, some news coming out of Europe with European stimulus and some action in the Eurozone. We're going to talk about global markets reacting to some of the recent decisions of Donald Trump tightening export restrictions. And of course, we're going to talk about one of my favorites, crypto. We're going to give you some updates and some price predictions that some analysts have done into XRP and Ethereum. The future is not looking so red anymore. I know we've seen months of red. We got the red shirt on, we got the red lights on. It's a red market right now, but hopefully we can turn these lights green next live stream in May. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. First, we'll go over some of the latest BullRush updates, some of the latest competitions, and some of the latest ways you can earn. Stay tuned at the end. We have an amazing announcement. More of a teaser. I'm going to give you guys a teaser about something that we're going to announce next week. It's going to change the game in finance. It's going to change the game in prop firms. It's going to change the game in Forex, and it's going to change the game in trading. There's nothing else like this out there right now. Anybody that says is imitating or, fibbing. Sorry about the reverb there. There you go. All right, everything should sound better. Sorry about the reverb there. What I was saying is we got some great announcements coming up in the next few weeks here, and I just can't wait because it's going to be changing the game. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's hop in the dashboard and give you some of the latest on what's going on with BullRush regarding competitions, updates, and, of course, leaderboards. So let's get right into it. Okay, so of course you already know, well, sorry, my mic is a little, there you go. So you already know about our Creators Leaderboard. I guess we'll just start with that since it's up here right now. If you've been listening and if you've been following along, you know that few weeks ago we launched, actually at the beginning of April, we launched our Build Your Own Competition feature. This is where you can build your own competition. You can trade against your friends, family, school groups, schoolmates, whoever you have in your life that you want to trade against. You can trade against them in free or paid competitions. You can also choose to take a rake, so you can choose not to take a rake if you want to just do a two-person battle and you both put in like $50 and whoever wins gets the whole 100. You don't have to take a rake for that, or if you want to do something with, your Discord community or something like that, you can get up to a 23% commission on every single entry fee. So, for example, this guy here, he's charging 1,100 credits to enter this competition. So if he has, let's say, I don't know what his commission is, but let's just say he charged 10, he set his commission at 10%, he'd be getting $1.10 from every single entry. Now, where you can earn even more on top of that is with our creators leaderboard competition. So in the month of April, any competition that starts in the month of April, and of course this is going to end in April, so if it goes outside of April, after April we won't count the users anymore towards the balance. But by the end of April, the competition that has the most active users, that's the key part, active users. You could have 500 people in your competition, but if only 100 people have placed at least one trade in the competition, then you only have 100 active traders. So the person with the most amount of traders is going to win $2,500. The person with the second most amount of traders is going to win $1,000, and the person with the third most amount of traders is going to win $500, totaling out to $4,000 worth of cash prizes. Brother, how are you doing, Master Trade 4 Best? Good to see you every week in here. How's your morning going? How was your trading week? Guys, if you're in the chat, let me know how your trading week was. Let me know what currencies you're looking at, and maybe we'll pull up some charts and look at them as well. You having an arepa? A little inside joke from last week. But yep, like I was saying, $4,000 worth of cash prizes. All you need to do is click here, build your own competition, and of course go through the steps of building your own competition. Choose your name, start time, duration, end time, starting balance, maximum drawdown, total drawdown, fees. This is where you can choose a free competition or paid competition, and of course you can choose your rake here, and here's where we'll give the breakdown of our fees and platform fees and all of that. You can select forex, indices, crypto, oil, metals, and if it's a free competition, you can do a stock trading competition as well. Select your payout structure, so select how many places get paid out, what the prize is, what the a description. So if you are a prop firm, if you have a let's say you're a educator in the trading space and you have your own course or private consultations, you could give away private consultations or your course or any of that good stuff as well in the prize pool. You also need to select your competition card. That's going to be what everybody sees when they first sign up. And then the banner that's going to be at the top of the screen once they click on the leaderboard. Make sure you upload desktop, tablet, and mobile. And then, of course, your rules. Make sure in here as well you can add in whatever you'd like. Follow me on Discord. Follow me on Discord. Instagram, Facebook, OnlyFans, whatever you want to add in here, you can add it in here and then add in it here. And you can also add in links. So if I want to add in a link, I could add BullRush.com, and then boom, when people click here, they'll go to BullRush.com. And then, of course, it's going to cost 500 credits. You can either use real credits or promo credits to do this. And, of course, if you're charging for entry fee, you can always make this back in your creator rake. So make sure you join that. Make sure you build your own competition. You can build a competition with as little as 2 people. So like I said, if you want to just do a competition with you and a friend, you're welcome to do that and just really see who is the best trader. We also have another one of our most popular competitions coming up. Before I go into that, I didn't even tell you guys what the current leaderboard is. So for the creators leaderboard for $4,000 worth of cash prizes, as of, what was the time? Let me confirm the time. As of 6:57 a.m. this morning, so about 2 hours ago, this is the current leaderboard for the competition. So in first place, we have the Trusted Prop Round 1A with 531 users. In second place, we got my boy DYO with the Trade and Earn with DYO competition with 460 people in the competition. And then third place, we got the FXAN $10 million challenge competition with 205 people. This is the top 3 of the creators leaderboard right now. If you're shooting for that $2,500 prize or the $1,000 or $500 prize, these are the numbers to beat, folks. So this is the number to beat. Shoot for that, shoot for the stars, and I'm excited to see who secures that cash money. So we also have another News Squawk non-farm payroll competition. This one, as always, is always going to be on the first Friday of every month. So the first Friday of next month would be May 2nd. Unfortunately, I will not, that will be one of those 2 weeks that I won't be here, so we will not be live streaming this competition. But of course, in the following week, I'll definitely come back and I'll review the competition and see what everybody did, see what trades people placed. But make sure you hop in there. We're giving away 10 prizes, and I forgot what the. Let me look that up again. The value of the competition, I believe it was like one. Let's look how much a competition is. News Squawk pricing. Forgot what the price for a membership is, but so 174. So let's just say 174 a month, about pounds, 174 pounds a month, and we're giving away 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is about a $5,000. I believe they're not all the 174 subscription though. I believe some of them are more. So we're gonna say I believe it was around $5,000 of prizes in this competition. So first place is going to get 6-month subscription to News Squawk. Third place is going to get a 3-month, or second place is going to get 3-month, and third place is going to get a 3-month subscription to News Squawk. And then 4th through 10th place are all going to get 1-month subscription to News Squawk. If you don't know, News Squawk is what I use primarily to get all of my fundamental analysis, all of my news, all of that good stuff. That's how I find out, and I do my analysis, most of my analysis, about 80% of my analysis for this show. It's an amazing platform. It's actually way faster. I used to use, what is it called? I think it's Forex Factory. Is that what it is? Yeah, I used to use Forex Factory. Cool. But this is 10 times faster. So if the news event here comes out at 8:30, right? Let's say non-farm payroll, for example. That's the one that we always do the live stream for. Non-farm payroll comes out at 8:30. On Forex Factory, I'll get it about 8:32, 8:33. Here, I get it nearly immediately. I get it at 8:30 within 20 seconds-ish, 30 seconds-ish. It's lightning fast, amazingly fast. And of course, they have tons of different filters here. You can filter out by region, country, global. You can do by importance, of course, by day. So today's news events, we don't have too much, but of course here we got some European news, China, FDI, India, and lots of great news. You can see how fast these news events come out. Really amazing here, really great. They have the economic calendar you can go to. They also have headlines, so you can look at news headlines here and get the source and then go to the source if you'd like. So this is how like I said, I find a lot of my news. This is how I find a lot of my news. I'll go in here and get a lot of that technical news from here, and find out first, and then go to the source, and I can expand and read more about it. But they give you really great little tidbits, pretty much pretty much what you need to know with none of the fluff. It's really, really great. Sometimes they'll give you big previews like this. It's really great. Lots of different kinds of news. And of course here you can, they have all these little tags that tells you what it is. It's a data release, commentary, news. And of course they have, I almost like it, I like to call it like news squawk radio, but it's you can also listen to whatever's going on currently, and listen to the news. And so while you have your charts up and you're trading, if you don't want to constantly refresh this page and look at the new news coming out, or I believe same thing with the calendar, you don't want to have the calendar coming up, you can listen to multi-asset or equities, and just listen to it throughout the day while you're trading. So anybody that doesn't know news, non-farm payroll, or hasn't traded one of our news trading events, these are very, very, very exciting events. They're one of my favorite events. And oh, I just noticed if you looked at the top left here, we are 6 people away from, we're 6 people away from 60,000. How amazing. 6 people away from 60,000. It's exciting. It's getting exciting here. Wow. Anyways, if you don't know about our non-farm payroll news trading competitions, they're one of our most popular competitions. People love these competitions. They're one of my favorite competitions to watch and cover here on BullRush Live. They are very, very exciting. They're 1 hour, lots of movement, lots of things happening. Master Trade for Best, who's in the live chat right now, knows all about it. They are very, very fun. I mean, the last 10 seconds of it, and I'll play you a little clip here in a sec after I'm done talking about it, about the trading, about just how exciting it is. This was months ago. Last year, me and Trent did a live stream together where we just went over the exciting movements of non-farm payroll, or this event. If you don't know how to trade non-farm payroll, well, non-farm, we can go over this blog article and go over a little bit about it, and you know, you can learn a little bit more about it. This was published by News Squawk with our collaboration. So the monthly U.S. jobs report released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment situation report, notes how many workers were added to the economy in the month, as well as providing other labor market gauges like unemployment rate and average hourly earnings. Non-farm payroll is just like it says here, it excludes farm and government workers. Like I said earlier, it's released every Friday, on the first Friday of every month at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And of course, over the course of the month, there are many data releases that give us clues about how the labor market conditions are faring. Weekly initial jobless claims and continuing claims data, the employment sub-indices within business surveys like the ISM and S&P Global PMIs are all very useful. The ADP Research Institute also releases a monthly national employment report, usually published a couple days before the official jobs data, which helps traders shape expectations. So usually every time, depending on how the non-farm payroll news went, if it's a positive announcement, we'll see growth assets like stocks increase, fixed income, defense assets like bonds underperform, and then usually Forex USD will rally. In energy, probably higher on the upbeat data, but depends on the extent of the dollar reaction strength. And then of course in metals, industrial metals prices firm up. So typically when there's a negative announcement, it's quite the opposite. Stocks come under pressure, defense assets like bonds rally, USD value drops, energy probably lower on the downbeat data, but depends on the extent of dollar's reaction, and industrial metals prices drop. So very exciting competition to join, very exciting competition to be a part of, and of course, huge prizes. A 6-month subscription to non-farm. Just think of all the data that you'll get in 6 months and how much money you could make in 6 months. But without further ado, let me play a quick little just quick little video to show you how exciting these competitions are as far as the news trading competitions.
KBFX032 is at 2.09. He has pulled it within 0.3% of getting a prize. And Fibonacci went backwards. They're less than 0.2. Let me get this over.
Oh my gosh.
They are less than 0.1%.
Seconds left. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? Fibonacci, I would just hold off.
0.13% is separating prize from no prize. 3, 2, 1. And give it a second to update. Did he hold on?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He got kicked out. Are you kidding me?
He got kicked out.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You dropped it in the last 10 seconds.
Jeez.
Guys, talk about never giving up. Wow. KibbyFX032. Wow. That was a lot of action there. Kibby, so as the final settled in, KibbyFX actually moved from 11th to 8th in the final seconds. And then you had multiple people join and go up there in the end. Wow. That was a ton of market movement. This is the beauty of like races and competitions. It's not just about first place, but you can go here and there's still prizes to be won or lost here in the final closing seconds of this competition.
Pretty exciting, huh? I mean, I definitely would want to join. Before we dive into some of the news, let me just go over one more thing. Let's go over the XP leaderboard competition. Of course, I told you I'd give you all the updates, and of course, our winners always need a little bit of a shout out. So we have our XP leaderboard competition. Whoop. Did not mean to click build your own. If you don't know, now you know. We have 2 XP leaderboards. If you're sitting here wondering, why is there 2 XP leaderboards? Well, this is why. We have our overall XP leaderboard here, which is the holy grail of BullRush. Being at the top of this means that you're the most active, you're constantly learning, and you're constantly trading and getting better as a trader. You don't even necessarily need to be trading 100% and winning a ton of competitions, but this, but you do obviously get a lot more XP points for winning competitions. But this just means that you're in there doing your daily trivia. You're one of the top traders on BullRush. So of course we've had Softworks in here for a long time. We've had Master Trade for Best, who's in the chat right now, in here for a long time, killing it here at the top of the leaderboard. And we've got Imanebet in 3rd place here, also here for a pretty long time. But everybody else, I mean, Josman, I believe at one point was in 1st place for a really long time. So you aren't cemented up there, but the right now 32,000 XP points is in 1st place, so that is what you need to beat. Another good thing while I'm here that I really love to do is I like to just go in here and look at the people that are at the top of the XP leaderboard, the total XP leaderboard, and just check out what they're doing. What did he have to do to get to the top of the XP leaderboard? You know what? Since we got Master Trade for Best in the chat here, let's look at his account. Let's see. Oh, we're at 60,000. Can we get W's in the chat? Let's get some W's. Let's get some round of applause. We are now at 60,000 BullRush traders. And we have a special surprise for you next week for this milestone. This is amazing. 60,000. I remember when I first started here at BullRush. Well, one, we hadn't launched. We were on beta, and yeah, I mean, we didn't even have anybody. We had 100 people, and it was 100 people that worked for our company and some friends and family and stuff like that. Let's go, Sharon. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. I was waiting to see your name pop up. It's always great to see you in the chat. I don't know what happened with my screen here. We hit 60,000, and BullRush decided to party here. Let me. Sorry, Master Trade for Best. We're gonna get back to you. We'll get back and we'll look at your account in a sec. Back to the XP. Well, we just hit 60,000 BullRush traders. I don't have any confetti. I was. Mini party. All right, party's done. I didn't have confetti ready. Next milestone, I'll make sure I have confetti ready. Now I gotta put this. Light back down. All right, back to regular schedule programming. We're at 60,033 amazing BullRush traders. Road to 100K real soon. Stay tuned. We're gonna do something massive once we hit 100,000 traders, so stay tuned for that. But 60,000, let's get back to the XP leaderboard and look at my boy Master Trade for best tiers account. 60,000, I remember when we had nobody. We had 100 friends and family, and then when we first launched, we maybe had 1,000, couple thousand people, 1,000 or 2,000 people. So that's amazing. One thing to note here, which is an update I mentioned a few weeks ago, is you can actually update your achievements page here. So as everybody already knows, you can choose how many if you want your certificates to pop up, your badges and your user stats and all that. You can also now choose your own banner up here. You can make your own description here. So I really love this quote he has. That's why I clicked on it. Pursue your dreams like an anchor that supports you in strength, inspiration, and control. Control it is possible to break out of the matrix with God. You can add your links here. So if I click on Twitter, it'll take us to Master Trade for Best's Twitter. Shout out to him. We're going to give him a follow back here. I don't know why we weren't already following him, but he is a GOAT. The GOAT, the greatest of all time on BullRush. Almost second place now, but I have confidence soon he'll be in first place. Lots happening in the chat here. Let me just catch up. Yes, Trent, do you eat arepas? That's a good question. If you don't, I'll bring you one when I come back next time. That's funny. But yes, we are at 60,000 traders. Yes, you can do this. You can add any links you'd like. You can also add your website if you have a course, if you have a blog, if you have your Discord, whatever you'd like. One really good thing to look at here is, I don't know why certificates aren't popping up. Yeah, he's won 5 competitions, so I don't know why these certificates are not coming in. You know, we are human, so that there may be an issue there. Yes, so I will message, and we're going to get that fixed, but this is BullRush. I mean, this is life. This is we're all human. This is technology. Sometimes technology, we may be pushing an update right now that's preventing that, but it's all good. So we're gonna get that fixed, and we're gonna show you the next thing. So let's get into one of the news stories, and then we'll just, we've been talking. We've been talking about BullRush and the dashboard a lot. Before we go into some of the upcoming competitions, let's go over our first news story, which we can do right here. So let's head on over in honor of, I'll be going to Italy. If anybody's in Italy or Spain and you see me there while I'm over there, say what's up. Say hi to me. Let's have a beer. But in honor of Europe right now, the European Central Bank is once again pivoting toward stimulus as concerns mount over slowing growth and sticky inflation in the Eurozone. The ECB announced it will cut its deposit rate on April 17th, marking the seventh reduction in the past year. The move comes amid rising downside risks to both growth and inflation across the bloc. ECB President Christine Larange signaled that the central bank is ready to act decisively to support the economy and warned that inflationary pressures are proving more stubborn than expected. Analysts say that this cut is a clear signal that the ECB is leaning into easing mode once again, especially since the economic outlook for major Eurozone members like Germany, France continues to deteriorate. Sorry, I don't know why that word is hard. Deteriorate. The euro dipped slightly on the news but regained some ground as traders priced in more accommodative policy ahead. Meanwhile, European bond yields edge lower, reflecting expectations of a looser monetary environment. The euro dipped slightly on the news but regained some ground as traders priced in more accommodative policy ahead. Meanwhile, European bond yields edged lower, reflecting expectations of looser monetary policy. Master Trade for Best, you got anything on that? Have you done any analysis on Euro USD, anything like that? Let's check out Euro USD. Let me pull that up real quick. I gotta pull up my chart. There you go. How are you doing today, Sharon? Oh, what's up? Is my boy from Twitch. How you doing, brother? Whoa, I don't know what's happening here with my computer. There you go. Oh, wow. I don't even know what competition I'm in, but that's some profits right there. Let's go. Oh, too bad this isn't. Too bad I'm not on a real account right now. Yeah, this week, anybody going long here on Euro? What am I? Oh, I'm on a 1 minute chart. Oh. Yeah, so people going long here for the last day or so. Last few days are doing pretty good. And you know, swing traders, some good volatility in there. Very interesting, though, that they have to. Yeah, very interesting. I think. No, I don't even want to get into tariffs. We're not even going to get into tariffs right now because I have done way too much news on tariffs today. In other news today, let's just keep on going around. Sorry. I love all the comments in the chat here. Shout out to Twitch. If you're not following us on Twitch, make sure you follow us, subscribe on Twitch. We go live every week on Twitch as well. If you're watching this on Twitch right now, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure you click that follow button. Well, back to the trade tensions. So global markets are reeling today as escalating trade tensions between the U.S. and China trigger sharp declines in stocks and surge in safe haven assets. U.S. President Donald Trump's recent decision to tighten export restrictions and semiconductor sales to China has sent shockwaves through the tech industry. NVIDIA, a leading chip maker, announced it anticipates a $5.5 billion loss due to the ban of on its AI chips in China. This announcement led to a 6.5% drop in Nvidia's share price. The ripple effect was felt across global markets. The S&P 500 fell by 2%. The Nasdaq dropped by 3%. And the Dow Jones declined by 1.7%. Asian and European markets also experienced significant losses, with semiconductor stocks bearing the brunt. Amid the turmoil, investors flocked to safe haven assets, as they usually do. And just like we've been seeing, just like how we covered pretty much, I feel like the last 3 weeks, this was one of our main news stories, was gold. So gold prices soared to a record high, surpassing $3,300 an ounce, reflecting heightened investor anxiety. I remember in 2020, I think, or just a few years ago, it was 1900, 1800, 16. Like, I remember the days of $1,800 an ounce gold. Like, I'm upset. I did not purchase more gold or hold on to gold. I have a little bit of gold, thankfully, but not any to make a difference. The World Trade Organization has warned that escalating tariffs could reverse global trade growth, lowering its forecast from a 2.7% increase to a 0.2% decline. The IMF echoed these concerns, forecasting slower global economic growth, but stopping short of predicting a recession. In the UK, inflation has cooled to 2.6%, prompting expectations that the Bank of England may consider interest rate cuts in the near future. However, economists caution that this relief may be short-lived due to upcoming price hikes in energy and other regulated sectors. As trade tensions continue to mount, markets remain volatile, and economic indicators suggest a challenging road ahead. I think gold. I would imagine we see a bubble pop eventually here with gold. It can only rally so high, and I feel as if, and from what I've read, I feel like as if most of the growth here in gold has just been because of like I just said, investor anxiety, investor uncertainty in traditional assets. So everybody's flocking to gold, silver, oil, all of these other prices, or all these other safe haven assets. I do think that we won't see it another 1900, 1800, something 2000, maybe even like that far, but I do feel like we could definitely see a 20-30% decrease in gold in the near future. Like I've said before, I guess I said earlier I didn't want to talk about tariffs, but we always get wrapped right back into tariffs here, especially since January here. I feel like once this whole kind of tariff debacle starts to level out and cool out, and we make more trade deals with some of these other countries where it's more fair and more mutually beneficial to both parties, I feel like a lot of these hyperinflated, safe haven assets and a lot of this volatility, I know a lot of this volatility will smooth out and level out, and we'll see a lot more a lot more sorry. I don't know why my Twitch is popping up here. Can you guys all see on Twitch? Let me just confirm Twitch is going good. Yeah, Twitch is going good. All right. Crazy fact. I don't know why this just popped in my head. I was just seeing where all these nice names here on Twitch here and Twitter and YouTube. Can anybody guess how many countries BullRush is able to operate in. Put it in the chat. If somebody can guess and tell me the correct answer, let me know in the chat, and we'll send you a prize. Put the amount and your BullRush username, and we'll send you a prize. But it's very interesting. I think I found out about it a while, actually, when we first started. But let me confirm here before I tell you guys. Okay, I guess I can't find it here. Yes, I believe. All right. So there's a minimum. If you can. Wow, Sharon. It's a good question. That's a good guess. If you're closest, you're pretty much there. I'll wait for any other guesses. I'll announce it at 9:20. At 9:20, I will announce the winner. Before I go over my last news story here, let's hop back into the dashboard. I just want to make sure everybody here knows about some of our upcoming competitions that we have going on. So this weekend and every single weekend, we have our crypto weekend competition. It'll be from 4/18 to 4/20 this weekend, so it'll start today at 5 p.m. All these crypto weekend competitions start at 5 p.m. on Friday, and they end on Sunday at 5 p.m. So if you have if you don't want to sit on your hands, if you don't it's on the website. Well, you're smart, Sharon, and that's why you're in this live stream. Everybody who's in this live stream is smart. Because you'll learn something. So make sure you join that crypto weekend competition. Of course, we have a day trader every single weekday from starting Sunday at 5 p.m. ending Friday at 5 p.m. So we have our day trader that started yesterday ending today. That's going to be too late to join. But on Sunday, make sure you join that day trader, and then every other day trader after that. We have our 1 hour trading competition, which is every week, Monday through Friday. It's going to be a 1 hour trading competition. Actually, we got 46 minutes left, so we're going to hop into this just in a sec after I go over these, and I'll do the last news story, and then we'll look at this leaderboard, and I'll give you a little teaser. I showed you the trailer. I'm going to give you the live teaser of how exciting these 1 hour trading competitions are. This is just a percentage of how exciting these news trading competitions are. But day trader, we got our Profit Quest next week. This is one of the people drop the bag, people fumble the bag. If you know that Migos song, you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. You know, if you get the bag and fumble it, it means you're not entering this Profit Quest. If you're flipping and tumbling it, that means you're in this Profit Quest competitions. These are the competitions where you have the highest chance of winning the most amount of money. If you think about it, it's like reverse lottery, but with skills involved and not luck, right? So it's like lottery is a huge prize with an enormous amount of people trying to compete for the giant prize. This is a giant prize with a small amount of people trying to compete. This competition starts on Sunday, April 20th, and we're giving away $1,000. The first place is going to get $750, and there's only 27 people competing in it. If we go over, I'm sorry, I'm yelling now, but this just gets me excited because if I was not working in this position, and because nobody at BullRush is able to trade in these competitions, I would 1,000% be in this competition every week for $5. I just wouldn't have Starbucks for one day. I'd skip my coffee for one day and get you. And you know what? By the way, Sharon, we're available in, I believe, 171 countries, but it might be 170. They change all the time. So it might be 170 now, but last I checked, it was 171. Sharon, I'm going to enter you into this Profit Quest competition if you're not already in it. If you are, we'll enter you in the next one. We'll figure it out, but we're going to get you in this competition. I'm writing it down right now. Sharon, put your, just real quick so I remember, put your BullRush username in the chat, and I'll make sure to add you to that competition. All right, so $5 Profit Quest competition, $4. $5 to enter is 27 people in there. Just for comparison, this day trader that's going to be ending today, free to enter. The prize nowhere near $1,000. Can you guess how many people are in this? So you got a 1 in 27 chance right now to win $750. And it's not like pulling a name out of the hat. Sharon won. No, it's skill involved. 490. You have a 1 in 490. So, sorry, 3 in 490 chance of winning either a monthly competition prize or a Profit Quest a Profit Quest entry. So, 2 to 1 in for 5 for the monthly competition. It's 1 in 490 for the weekly one. It's 2 in 490. So would you rather have a 1 in 490 chance or a 1 in 227 chance? That's all I'm saying, folks, is it's a no-brainer to just hop in this competition. I mean, 27 people in here, and first place wins $750 or 75%. Second place wins $150, and third place wins $100. These are no-brainers, and while we're on no-brainers, an even bigger, well, obviously the 1 hour trade competition, we'll show you how exciting that is in just a second. But an even bigger no-brainer is that, where is it? Right here. The May trading competition starting May 1st. It's going to be $25 to enter. Oh my God, $25. Listen, all you dudes out there playing GTA and Call of Duty and buying Fortnite skins, I know damn well you spent more than $25 on those video games, on skins, on all this other stuff. But for $25, you can have a chance of winning 15. Your split of $1,500. 50% goes to first place, 20% to second place, 15% to third place, 10% to fourth place, and 5% to fifth place. So 5 opportunities in here. And guess what? How many people remember what I told you about the last competition, about the weekly competition? How there's only we have a 1 in 27 chance. Well, look at right here. Open them eyes and look at right here. 9 people in this competition. We got 9 people in this competition, and we're giving away $1,500, and you're not in it. What are you doing, bro? You're not in this. I'm looking at you. You're not in this competition yet? You know who is? Softwork. And you know what Softwork is? Softwork's in this competition. And you know what Softwork is? Well, I didn't mean to click here. You know what Softwork is? He's number 1 in the XP leaderboard. Number 1 best in what's up, Dr. FX? He's number 1 right now on the BullRush platform. Going back really quick, the XP month, while I'm here, don't forget the XP monthly leaderboard. We're giving away money, cash prizes to first, second, and third place. To be $750 to first, $100 to second, and $50 to third. And then we're going to be we have the XP monthly leaderboard competition, where first place, the top 50% of this XP monthly leaderboard get put into this monthly competition, which will start next month. And first place can win $250, second place $100, and third place $50. Sharon, I'm writing it down right now. Right when I get off this live, I will add you in one of those. Just make sure you go over here to trading accounts, and you should see a new competition pop up here. Rahi. All right, but I'm sorry I got emotional there. It's just it blows my mind that like not more people get into that competition, because it's like people will not even think twice about going to the casino and spending $200 on slot machines that literally you might as well just throw the money into a trash can and then burn it and stay warm. You get more utility out of that. And they're like, the $5. I get it, $5. You can't $5 is $5. Not everybody can afford $5. But if you're out here getting Starbucks and you're out here getting Taco Bell, KFC, Popeyes, Shake Shack, Shake and Bake, whatever these restaurants are called that you go to, and you can't afford the $5 Profit Quest competition to improve your financial situation and potentially get a funded account, put money into a brokerage or all this stuff, then priorities, brother. Priorities, brother. Anyways, let's get into our last news story. Let's go. And I forgot about that. Thank you, Master Trade for Us. He's first place in trivia too. Let's look at this. I didn't even look at that. HB in first. We got Master Trade for Best in second. Close. I think in the next 2 weeks, Master Trade for Best, you're going to knock HB out. I see him talking a lot with you in the Discord. I think Master Trade for Best, I think you may overtake. I mean, you've answered way more, 90% correct, and he's only gotten 76% correct. HB is great. Don't get me wrong. But I think Master Tress Ford Best, I think you're definitely going to overtake him in the very near future. Now, before we go into this live trade and we go and we analyze what these people are doing in this 1 hour competition. Where is it? Here it is. We got 37 minutes left in this competition, but we'll hop in here right after this last news story. I'm going to do this last news story. Then we're going to give a little shout out, and we're going to check out for maybe like 5 minutes what's going on in this news trading competition. So, as always, one of my favorite topics here, crypto. Let me get some. Hello. Oh, sorry. I hear it through the walls. I thought I was getting an echo on the microphone, but it was people talking in the other room. My bad. But big price predictions are making waves in the crypto world this week, and two of the market's most watched assets, XRP and Ethereum, are right in the spotlight. Take a sip of. Analysts are sounding the bullhorn for Ripple's XRP. One detailed technical analysis sees XRP potentially surging up to 1,500%, with key price targets set at $6.50, $9.50, and even $12, provided XRP can break above key resistance around $2.24. The bullish case hinges on XRP holding current support zones and reclaiming the market momentum amid increasing institutional interest and growing adoption across cross-border payments. If you don't remember when we talked about XRP before, XRP is one of the leading cryptos that banks and financial institutions use for cross-border payments and wealth transfers. But that's not all. Another technical analysis has gone even further, predicting XRP could soar to up to $50 within the next 5 years. That's based on projected compound annual growth rates of 90%, drawing from previous market cycles and a belief that XRP could play a foundational role in future digital financial infrastructure. Like I said, banks and financial institutions using them for cross-border payments, making cross-border payments from a couple hour, minute, hour, day thing to instantly. Meanwhile, moving on to Ethereum, Shout out the boy Vitalik. I just saw something where he's spent, Ethereum has donated like $100 million or something like that to Ukrainian relief efforts to help rebuild schools, houses, and things like that. So shout out Vitalik. Ethereum is also getting bullish attention. Crypto analyst Crypto Rover, shout out Crypto Rover on Twitter, has predicted ETH could rally all the way up to $10,000, citing a combination of factors, anywhere from ongoing upgrades to the Ethereum network, increasing institutional adoption, and macro conditions that favor risk on assets. He also points to Ethereum's expanding role in DeFi, NFTs, and the tokenization of real-world assets as long-term growth drivers, suggesting that ETH's utility may finally align with its price. These forecasts are generating buzz and hope for the long term. These forecasts are generating buzz and hope for long-term investors. But as always in crypto, volatility is the name of the game. While $10,000 Ethereum price and a $50 XRP price might not happen tomorrow, they reflect growing belief in blockchain's long-term role in global finance. So keep on watching. If these charts play out, we could be looking at a very different market by the end of the decade. If you guys watched the show, maybe I think it was right before the elections, I went on live on ChatGPT on the live stream, and we asked what its price predictions were for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP in a bull market and in a bear market. And I believe for both Ethereum and XRP, ChatGPT said back in January that the all-time highs this year could be $50 for XRP, and I wish I had that up, because I just remembered we talked about the ChatGPT. We asked ChatGPT this, but if we go back, I believe it was more than $10,000 for Ethereum. I believe it was like 20 or something, 25,000, which I'd be very surprised if it gets that high. I mean, $50 for XRP is definitely not going to happen. I mean, anything can happen, but I'd be very, very surprised if that happens this year. That's like I said earlier here in this news article, it most likely in the next 5 years. But I'd be very happy with a $5 XRP price this year. Yes. So, yep, I see the Dr. FX. Where can I get a topic on trivia questions? So, if you go over here to trivia, you can click on trivia. You can see our upcoming trivia competitions. So, if you click on competition here, it'll expand the sentence. So, you can see here, algorithmic trading and high frequency trading. So, that's your topic. It's all about algorithmic trading and high-frequency trading. Dr. FX, one thing to note is make sure you join the competition now, but also make sure that you're in the competition when it starts. So this competition will start tomorrow, April 19th at 9 a.m. Eastern. You must be in the competition when it starts to compete. Now, yes, you can join late, but there's 20 questions, and whatever questions you missed, you cannot go back and answer them. It's if anybody remembers HQ, it's almost like a live trivia competition. I mean, not almost. It is a live trivia competition. So you must be live. If you join and it's already started and you join at question 10, you're already set up at a 50%, you already lost 50% of the points you could have gotten. So the way the points get distributed is it's not only about how many questions you get right, but how fast you answer. So the faster you answer the questions, the more points you'll receive. And this is why I bet you if we look at any of these past competitions, we'll see some people higher up with less correct questions just because they answered them very, very fast. Let's give it a little quick. If it ever doesn't load right away, just give it a quick little refresh-a-roni, and it should load. So, yeah, look, well, this guy got 20 questions right, so congratulations to this guy. But like, here's a great example. So fourth place here, I am Ajobi, got 16 questions correct with 1,300 points. But right here in fifth place, he got 18 questions right, so 2 more questions right, but he's only got 1,200 points because he probably took a lot longer to answer those questions. Real quick before we go, let's check out what's going on in this 1-hour trading competition. First place right now, we got Champ with 0.7% returns. That's another beautiful thing. People aren't gambling on BullRush. How many trading competitions do you see where the first placer only has 0.7% returns? Second place has 0.3% returns. Third place has 0.28% returns. Fourth place has 0.26% returns. And fifth place has 0.21% returns. What are people trading right now? Euro USD. Like I said, lots of volatility in that right now. And if you can't see the most traded asset, that means that they just have a position open and they have not closed that position. Of course, we don't want you to people to be able to, steal other people's positions. So you can't see a position until somebody has closed that. That's also why you can't see the total of lots volume, total volume traded, or average winning lose, or any of that stuff. You can tell if they have a position open if you go here and you see that the balance and the equity is different. So everybody starts with a $100,000 balance, but his equity is including what is currently in the market, which right now it's $216 is what he's made extra. But no close trades. Let's give it a little refresh-a-roni and see if we can champ. And Sammy was first and second. Nope, no changes. We do see a little bit of a change here in the numbers. Very, very interesting. Make sure you join those competitions. And if you're looking on our should be coming out. Actually, we're gonna make posts here at 10 a.m. So, but I'll give you guys the early scoop. There's something. Let me get the big camera. I need you guys to be able to look at my face when I say this. There's something coming next week. And maybe you could tell from our crypto post, our social media post, we're gonna tease it a little bit. But there's one thing that since we launched back in June of last year, since I started here back in April, every single week I would have. At the beginning it was multiple. Now it's about once a week, at least minimum once a week, sometimes more, but at least once a week I have somebody asking me this: whether are we a beep beep, or do we provide, are we a beep firm, or do we provide beep accounts, or can I get beeped by passing one of your challenges? If you know what I'm talking about here. People ask us this all the time, and we've always said we're not going to offer those kind of challenges, and we're not going to give people that kind of access, liquidity, you may say. But times have changed, and we are doing it differently. Right now, I can't really announce exactly what's happening, but if you've been a subscriber of ours, if you've been following us for a while, I think you know what I'm talking about when I say there's something that you guys have been asking us nonstop for. But it's finally coming, but it's coming with a twist. We're doing it completely different than anybody else in the industry. This is going to be earth-shattering to the industry. You're going to drop everything and run. You're going to leave any firm you're with and run to us. This is going to be a next level step in this industry. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I was trying to think of a word I could use that sounds like funding is coming. Funding is coming. I've had a great time here. Stay tuned. Keep a lookout on our social medias for some more teasers about that special announcement next that we're going to be dropping, and the special new feature that we're dropping next week. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. but just be aware, like I said, it is completely different. Nobody else is doing it like we are. Nobody else is going to be providing you the things and providing you the pathway that we are. It's killing me inside that I'm not able to tell you guys right now, but stay tuned. Like I said, funding is coming. That's it. And don't forget to trade, compete, win. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, comment what you want me to talk about next week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at BullRushComp. Follow us on Instagram, BullRush_comp. Follow us on TikTok, BullRushComp. Follow both of our YouTube channels. Share it with your friends. Stay tuned on on the BullRush Comp YouTube channel for our BullRush educational videos that are dropping every single Friday. We got one dropping today, actually, I believe in a few hours here, probably around noon. So stay tuned for that. Check out bullrushacademy.com. We're going to be having a free educational course dropping there very soon. So when that drops, of course, we'll be making announcements on that. Like always, don't forget to trade, compete, win, relax this weekend. If you're in the crypto competition, good luck trading. Funding is coming. I didn't say that. I don't know where that came from, but just be aware it's coming. And I will see you. Next 2 weeks, no live stream, but we still have videos coming for the next 2 weeks. So remember, no live stream for the next 2 weeks, but we still have videos releasing every single week. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.